Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we'll show you how an act of kindness by an 11-year-old boy can make a big difference. And Baptist healthcare workers in Corbin are getting a $1,000 tab at 3 different restaurants. Plus, we go to Harlan County. That's where officials with Harlan Independent Schools are doing their part to make sure no child goes hungry at home.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Katie Cook. It is Friday the 10th and your time is about 6:31. Let's check in with Brandon Robinson for a look at your forecast this morning. Again, happy Friday to you, Brandon. We made it through the work week and it looks like we have a pretty nice day on our hands and a good Saturday too.
Exactly. After we get past this morning, it's cold this morning, but as we go to live Pinpoint Doppler radar, you'll see that it again, a little bit of snow across parts of far eastern Kentucky and into southern West Virginia and southwest Virginia, but you can see it's getting less and less with each scan, so that's some good news for you this morning. Outside WYMT, the clouds are trying to dissipate this morning, so that's some good news for us all. Sunshine may come quickly, and that could drive our temperatures up at least a little bit as we head deeper into the morning. You see temperatures right now are frigid. 32 in Wise, 33 in Pikeville, 35 or just give or take a degree or two for most of the region there. A little warmer down toward the border, and warm is a relative term. 39 in Jacksboro and Jonesville this morning. Wind still cranking in out of the northwest. So that's what brought us our moisture overnight, pulling it off the Great Lakes. That's making it feel very cold in a lot of locations. It feels like 21 right now in Wise, 24 in Pikeville, 28 London and Somerset, and 27 in Harlan. Today, not too bad on the weather app. You can download that for free in the app stores. It'll be a little cloudy at first, and then sunshine will be out full blast, but temperatures only get into the low, maybe mid-50s if you're lucky today, and that breeze is going to continue, though, so it's going to make it feel cold. We'll talk about the extended forecast coming up here in a little bit. Katie?
All right, thank you, Brandon. After one police officer tested positive for COVID-19 in Barberville, the station is taking extra steps to make sure no one else does. On Monday, 6 officers total and the mayor were put under quarantine at home. On top of measures like social distancing and closing the lobby to the public, they are now also limiting their main office to 1 officer at a time. While inside, no one is allowed to use computers, putting their cruisers to use as their new full-time offices.
We have everything we need to do in here to do our jobs and do it effectively. We've got computers, printers, hand sanitizers, the disinfectants, the gloves.
Several surrounding departments, including the Knox County Sheriff's Office and Kentucky State Police, have also volunteered to help with manpower if needed. Just months ago, Kentucky State Police went into the aid of former state trooper Lauren Holliday. He died in a crash last fall. Now his son is thanking them again for all they have done. WYMT's Madison Program has more on that act of kindness.
Chicken tenders and cheeseburgers. Those delicious items were on the menu when 11-year-old Bennett Holliday delivered meals to Kentucky State Police. My dad was a state trooper, and he sadly passed away in a car wreck in September. So I've known post 13 since probably before I was born. People he knows all too well. His father worked alongside many of them. They were, oh, hi, Bennett.
No, we love the fact that we can keep in touch with him, we can watch him grow up, and that he wanted to do something for us.
And Bennett knows the way to their heart. They go crazy for food. Every time my dad someone would tell him, hey, you want to go for food? Yeah, I'll go. For Captain Jennifer Sandlin and the rest of Post 13, it means more than just the food.
He suffered a great loss with his father passing away, but he still thinks of others.
A connection going far beyond the uniform. I wanted to give back because they risk their lives for us every day, and they never get days off. They don't get quarantined. With one thing always in the back of his mind. It would have made my dad proud, and that's what I wanted to do. And proud he would be. In Perry County, Madison Program, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, Kentucky State Police troopers say that it was a great unexpected treat and they greatly appreciated it. Baptist healthcare workers in Corbin are getting a $1,000 tab at 3 different restaurants. Attorney Shane Romines dropped off 3 $1,000 checks to the Depot on Main, Pizza and Company, and the Root Beer Stand, calling it the Champs tab. Romines hopes the idea will inspire other businesses to do something similar for employees at other places with nursing staff.
I would like to see other business leaders step up. Of course, I don't expect them to call it the Champs tab, but step up and do similar things at restaurants and help these folks out who have everything on their minds and don't need to be worried about buying their next meal.
Baptist healthcare workers are only required to show their IDs at those restaurants. For the first time in its more than 50 years of existence, Pantry Shelf in Hazard will close for a day. The first day will be Easter Sunday. However, owners say it will likely close each Sunday moving forward until the pandemic passes. Harlan Independent Schools delivered meals to students on Thursday. The program runs 5 days a week, and the delivery includes breakfast and lunch. WYMT's Dakota Makris talked with the superintendent about the program and has more.
When the school bus engine idles and the red lights flash, that means a fresh meal has arrived.
We're a small school district, so if you look at it in terms of percentages, we've fed as many as 70 to 80% of our students on some of these days.
And those meals are essential for students.
We've got a high percentage of kids that are identified as food insecure in our area, and so it's really important that we're able to provide that consistent staple of food and nutrition for them.
This goes beyond just meal delivery.
We've tried to make it real clear to our folks that are talking to our students that we want to at least be a resource, a starting point for other needs.
The school buses providing more than just meals, a connection.
The other thing that's been wonderful for us is we've tried to do a really good job of staying on top of our communication with kids.
Thank you. And this experience,
and it's humbling, for a lot of folks to be a part of that.
Making sure their students are taken care of during this pandemic. In Harlan County, Dakota Makris, WYMT Mountain News.
Morton said the school district serves more than 400 meals. And during Wednesday's severe thunderstorms, one business in Cumberland thought they would have to pay for a new roof after getting messages saying it had blown off. But thankfully, it was just a piece of tin and was easy to fix. RNC Hot Dog Shack was thankful they did not have much damage, as they are just scraping by, trying to stay in business with curbside and delivery orders.
We pay out of pocket. We barely cover the food costs right now, don't we?
The owners did say they have many local customers, many who still come every day. And staying in Harlan County, social gatherings forced Harlan County school officials to block athletic facilities and school grounds. They warned people found violating the closings will be charged with trespassing. Officials also urged parents to talk to children about the importance of social distancing. They also say violating this could result in KHSAA sanctions. After announcing 2 new cases of COVID-19 in Pike County, moving the total to 3, Judge Executive Ray Jones says he has concerns. He says some churches may be planning to host Easter egg hunts at the Fish Trap Park on Sunday. Jones said a previous executive order should have made it clear that public gatherings are not allowed. So he is ordering the park area to close entirely, on top of other precautions.
I will make sure that there's somebody up there this Sunday policing to make sure that doesn't happen. We can't afford it.
Parks are not the only concern. A few businesses are also being looked into by the county, who appear to be continuing their non-essential work from home. As local communities continue to fight the pandemic, folks in Clay County gathered around first responders and healthcare workers last night to lift them up and show them their support by taking part in a prayer vigil and a parade, keeping social distancing in mind. Cars flashed their lights and sported signs with windows rolled up, showing how much they appreciate those working on the front lines to fight the spread.
They're very, very, very important to the people of Clay County, people in the nursing profession, and also your housekeeping and every job at a hospital clinic. I know they've seen a lot of stuff, and it's scary for them, and hopefully they can see that the community is behind them.
More than 100 cars drove through the campus. Clay County does not have a confirmed coronavirus case at this time.
6:40 on this Friday morning, and as we take a look at live pinpoint Doppler radar, just a few little specks left over there in parts of far eastern Kentucky and southwest Virginia. We're going to continue to see that for a little while longer, but in Pikeville, with the Pikeville Medical Center camera, skies are already starting to clear, giving way to a nicer day. What's not starting to clear is those cold temperatures. You'll see 33 in Pikeville right now, 32 in Wise, 35 Jackson Hazard, 34 in Moorhead and Somerset, a little warmer down toward the border there with the border counties and the cities there along that in the upper 30s this morning. For your temperature change, anywhere between 14 and 25 degrees colder this morning than it was yesterday. So again, max warming needed, especially when you factor in that wind chill. Feels like the low 20s in some spots. Your out the door forecast only in the low 50s today for daytime highs, even though the sunshine will be around. Katie?
All right, thank you for joining us on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, we take a look at one of the areas that was hit hardest by storms earlier this week as people are helping each other clean up the damage.